Last month, I helped a coach to save up to 10 hours a week with better systems, and that increased his client capacity by 25%. And for a business of his size, it was anywhere in the region of £30,000 to £50,000 more per year in annual revenue. And in this video, I'm going to show you 3 ways that you can automate your systems utilizing AI technology to grow your business, save yourself huge amounts of time so you can deliver better results and grow your business faster. Now, the first system we're going to look at is content repurposing. One of the biggest challenges coaches face, like you and I, is trying to create enough content every single week without running out of ideas or having to create enough variations to cover different platforms. One of the simplest ways you can use AI here is taking long form content to produce short form variations of that. The great thing is the content's already been made. So I'm using this right now because off the back of this video, I'm also going to be creating some short form versions of this in the versions I'm going to explain to you in just a second. So once you've made your YouTube video, what you can then do is take it into different formats. So let's say you've made a 20-minute YouTube video. You can then extract that into a AI technology called Opus Clip, which will then allow you to create multiple short form versions of that exact video. Now, the great thing with this is, as I say, the video's already been made. So all you've got to do is just create shorter versions of this, and it can be created in less than 5 minutes. Once you've done that, you can also extract the transcript from the video, and you can create emails off the back of that transcript. So AI will extract the transcript, it will decide what you've been talking about with the right prompt. You can get some really high quality emails produced, and then you can go in and obviously fine tune those emails to make sure that it's in the right kind of tone, voice that you're looking for, to make sure it doesn't just sound like it's just been regurgitated from somewhere else, and it doesn't sound too much like just a simple AI video. Now, once you've done that, you can also repurpose it again into something like LinkedIn posts. So there's a huge amount of variety of ways you can use this. But just to give you some examples, let's say you've made a video around a training concept. Let's say you try to educate your audience on fat loss or strength training or a particular exercise. What Opus Clip will do is it will extract all the top content from that video that it thinks is most likely to go viral, and it will give it a score out of 100 based on what sort of caliber of the video and how well it thinks it's going to do. It's based on the quality, essentially. So what you can then do is obviously choose your top 5 videos and use those to repurpose to Instagram, for example. Great thing with that is it will give it a brand tone. For example, it can give you the right colors, the fonts, the formatting that it wants. It will transcribe it automatically for you. It will clip it for you. It will remove filler noises, all that kind of thing, just automatically, which is so helpful. And rather than spending loads of money on editors, this costs about £20 a month, and it will do it within about 5 minutes for you. So to show you just how fast this can be, I recently created a video. Off the back of that 20-minute video, it produced up to 20 different variations of that, which covered content for a number of weeks. It produced 3 different variations of emails for that week, which obviously covered the week's worth of email marketing. And it produced LinkedIn versions of that, which I could post to my LinkedIn audience as well. So essentially it produced over a week's worth of content in under 10 minutes. And the work I obviously put into it was creating the long form video to begin with. But the actual back end work of it was around 10 minutes before it was created. So super powerful. And just to give you examples here, you could post it to Instagram. You could post it to email marketing like Kit, like I use. You could post it onto LinkedIn. So the options are really kind of up to you and how you would like to utilize this and repurpose, rather than having to repurpose or create content on one platform and then create again on a separate platform. It's essentially just recycling the content you've already made, which saves about 5 to 10 hours per week of content creation time. So you can spend more time on growing the business rather than just working on creating content in this kind of hamster wheel effect. So here's an example then of how this could work. You would take a long form video. This is exactly how I did it. So I've created on my YouTube channel one about automating video ask review. So once someone's left the video ask review, it's going to transcribe that into different short form videos over here. So you use what's called Opus Clip. Essentially, you upload the URL of that video, and then it's going to populate. Again, this takes about 5 minutes, and you can see it's given it a score out of 100. So this one's 99. It thinks this video is going to do really well. And as you can see, what it's done is it's just kind of flipped the video format into a portrait style, so it's going to look really good on Instagram. It's going to give it a score, and then you basically pick the top ones that it thinks is going to do really well. Now you can do this step manually if you wanted to, and then the automation of the video creation would happen inside of Opus Clip. If you want to get really good at it, then you can utilize a platform like Zapier to actually automate the entire process, so that as soon as you upload the video onto YouTube, It's going to, first of all, transcribe the YouTube video for you. So it's going to extract that transcript. It's then going to wait 10 minutes just to make sure that the video has been uploaded properly and the transcripting has happened with that 10-minute window. It's then going to extract the transcript again, and it's going to clip the video, as we've just explained, into short form versions. So going to wait another 10 minutes to make sure that task is done. So going to get the clips from that. It's going to extract the clip URLs. It's going to generate the emails. It's going to post it to Instagram, and then it's going to create LinkedIn posts for you. And that entire flow, once set up, doesn't require any manual input from you. All you have to do is essentially create the video on YouTube. You can also add to this of the creation of the thumbnail. So once you've uploaded a video to YouTube, you could also get it to create a thumbnail for you automatically inside of Opus Clip as well. So powerful. Like this whole process, if it was to do it manually, would probably take you hours and hours and hours. And you're probably talking about the entire process here taking under 30 minutes, which is crazy. So good. So that's the first one. I would really recommend looking at content repurposing. And if you can, get it all automated in this way. So once you've uploaded one long form video, boom, it's going to knock out 20 versions of short form versions for you. It's going to create LinkedIn posts, it's going to create email posts, essentially whatever different versions that you want to create, it can do it. Number 2, automating your DMs. As coaches, we're going to spend hours every week posting and getting loads of replies back. If you want to send lead magnets, it might be following up with hundreds potentially of different people, sending them the right content. But if you can set up the right automations, you can then actually reply to all of that automatically. You can message new followers automatically inside of ManyChat. You can answer questions automatically. And inside of that new AI feature, you can now build a knowledge base of all of your commonly asked questions so that it can refer to it and answer the questions automatically around the clock. So you might be getting questions like you typically get about how long is the program? How does it work? What support do you get? What are the next steps? What does the pricing look like? You can set up a knowledge base of all of those questions and all of the answers that you want to give. It will find the right answer and it will deliver the answer instantly to the person asking the question, like having a digital assistant working for you 24/7, even whilst you sleep, which is, again, so powerful. Imagine what you'd have to pay someone to be working in your DMs 24/7. Having multiple people managing this, managing lots of different messages, the follow-ups, answering all the questions, sending the right leads, sending the right lead magnets, and all of that can just be automated with ManyChat, which I think is about £20 to £30 a month. So that's number 2. And this is how it would look inside of ManyChat itself. You set up a knowledge base, and I've created another video on this as well, which actually explains how this all works and how to set it up properly. But just to give you a quick overview, you'd set up a knowledge base like this with, say, the link to your booking system, maybe inside of Calendly, and then details that you want to add. So it could be common objections. It might be something around, the support that you get, the costs involved, the time, the results, testimonials, like any sort of avenue that you might typically get someone asking questions about your program. If someone just says hello as like a greeting, again, you've got automated responses to that. Support questions, technical questions, testimonials. And you build this huge knowledge base, and then you go into the AI reply section of ManyChat, and you can play around with it and trial it out, and it will essentially look at the knowledge base, answer the question instantly. So super powerful. And again, I think this is going to save you probably 10 hours a week. I know when I was at the peak of my online coaching business that I'd be spending probably 2 or 3 hours a day sometimes responding back to different leads, because as your marketing takes off and it starts to gain traction, you obviously get more leads coming in, and so you almost become a victim of your own success. The more content you produce, the better the quality of content you produce, the more leads that come in, the more interest you get, the more questions, the more DMs you've got to answer, and it actually takes you further away from delivering to clients. And so you kind of have this negative flywheel effect. Whereas if you can install a system like this, it's going to handle all of that messaging for you. And so even if you get 1,000 messages in a day, it's going to consistently deliver the same quality, the same message over and over again. So it's got infinite scale. Whereas you do not have infinite scale. You're going to get tired, you're going to get bored, you're going to get frustrated and do this every single day. Whereas this can just handle all of it for you. And someone quite honestly doesn't really care whether it's an AI bot or whether it's you responding to them. As long as they're getting the answers they want instantly and fast, that's what people care about. So this is why it's so good. Final system then will be around client check-ins. Again, another component of running an online coaching business that can take a huge amount of time is handling check-ins, sending links, all that type of thing. What you can do is you can extract really key information from check-ins for faster support. Again, what people value on a coaching program is accountability, fast support, and fast answers. So if you can give them that based on a system, then that's even better. Now, the benefits here is it's faster, it's more personalized, because you're going to get the information you need at your fingertips a lot quicker. And this means better results and better retention. So you're going to get lower churn rates, which is a key kind of metric in any online coaching business. So let's say you've got a tally form set up so that someone can complete their check-in form, utilizing a number of different systems here. Zapier for the automation side, ChatGPT for its knowledge-based large language model side, and then Notion for its database side. We can create a really, really powerful check-in system to stay on top of all clients, so you know exactly where they're at, what support they need, any key questions they might have, and you can signpost them and redirect them to the relevant resource at the right time and make sure you've got the right information at your fingertips as fast as possible. So really, really powerful. Again, what you could do here is automate, for example, sending of the check-ins every single week. You can then have a routing system based on the answers that people give inside of the check-in form, so that they're not just being answered the same questions every single time. It might be that actually, if they're doing really, really well, we might not really need that many questions. It might just be a quick kind of series of wins, that they have had that week, and they can populate that inside the form. That's it. Whereas someone who's really struggling might be signposted to book a call, for example. When they've answered the questions, what we can then do is extract the key information, utilize a large language model like ChatGPT to extract the key information, decide what the best course of action is going to be for that individual, and then store the check-ins and the recommendations inside of their client profile and email you instantly with a high-level summary and its top 3 recommendations based on that and based on previous check-ins too. And that's the key thing here. What it can do is look up the Notion database to see, okay, this person's had the last 10 check-ins. There's a similar theme here, or the same problem has arisen again, or perhaps something slightly different this time. And it can contextually map what that check-in is relative to the other check-ins and make sure you can see all of it in the same place. And that can be easily set up inside of Notion, utilizing a number of different softwares here. So again, really powerful system. Imagine the quality of your check-ins now if you had timely responses, personalized responses, routed forms so that people get the right questions at the right time rather than just the same series of questions every single week that they get a bit bored of. And then high-level recommendations instantly based on the knowledge base that you set up, how much time that would save you, how much increase in quality that would deliver for you and your clients. And again, this is what the whole flow would look like. So you'd get a new client check-in. The system would find the client inside of Notion. It would format the right date. It would add the check-in to their Notion profile. It would update their last check-in date so you can see when that happened. The AI step then will analyze the check-in, create recommendations for you, and then it's going to email you a high-level summary of that check-in. So it's not you having to read every single question. It's going to give you a high-level summary and its key recommendations to you, boom, straight away. And all of that, again, would happen inside of about 60 seconds. So you can see how powerful that would be and how much quality delivery that would give you in terms of working with your clients day to day. So I hope that's been useful. That's given you some high-level overviews of how AI automation can really help you to grow your business, save yourself loads of time, and to make sure that you're increasing the quality of what you're doing.